Hi there. This is the third time I've tried a video today. Didn't quite happen. I'm quite critical of myself, and this hopefully this will work. But when I do my videos, I replay them back, and it just didn't happen. But maybe third time lucky. But I want to talk about um I want to talk about this awakening of mine. I want to talk about relaxation, and that's really the name of the game for people that there's a lot you got to understand. There's ever since my spiritual awakening, I didn't know anything about this awakening kind of stuff before, so I didn't know what was happening, and it took me a while to on looking on the internet. I've said before, of YouTube, of finding other people that went through something similar, and basically I found out that there's a lot of information out there from people. Basically what happens is it's almost like there's a type of society, what I mean with the education system, and they try to control spirituality as well, but this is not something that you can box. You're talking about infinity. You're talking about a special deep journey within you. It's very ignorant for anyone to think that they can just box this and just put it on a course. It's not as cut and dried as that. It's not as straightforward as that. It's like what this does to people, because remember, third dimensional humans who haven't had that big awakening yet, they don't want to go through any pain. They just want to go to Z without doing any healing. Excuse me. They don't want to do any healing. And it doesn't work that way. This journey is about, there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of stillness, there's a lot of meditation. And my meditation, I don't follow other meditation techniques. I develop my own meditation through the spiritual awakening. Everything with me is from this journey, and all the information manifested from within me. I don't like looking up people. The only person I'll really look up is David Icke, and that's because I was put onto him. But I don't even look for him. If a video comes up and I'm interested, I'll look it up. But I'm not into everything he speaks about. I like when he talks about what we are, but I'm not into politics, for example. I'm not a political person. I think I would make a terrible decision in politics. I'd probably choose the wrong one. But there's a lot in this awakening information. There's a lot of information that is especially the courses, because you're talking about a situation where you've got someone that's doing a course, that's teaching a course, that has been learned to teach a course from someone that has been learned to teach a course, and none of them have had the awakenings. None of them have had this big awakening to understand what they're talking about. So if you're doing a course about energy or Kundalini or anything like that, anything of this nature, if you're doing a course and it's someone that's not experiencing it themselves, then that's just insanity. You only know something if you've experienced it. And this is just common sense, what I'm saying. You only know something if you've experienced it. You get some people and they do a course on spirituality. Oh, I've done a course on it. But you haven't experienced anything. Oh, but I've done a course on it, but it doesn't matter. It's not like learning to be a bus driver, or learning to, something like that. You're talking about a deep experience that cannot. I had an unexpected spiritual awakening. I couldn't box this and really give you what I've experienced. I can tell you how to get it, how to try to awaken yourself, but it doesn't mean you're going to wake up. People travel all over the. I used to watch this a few years into my awakening. I started watching people that spoke about similar things. One guy I watched, can't remember his name, but he was a guy that didn't have an unexpected spiritual awakening, but he was an older guy, but he said he spent all his years doing courses and learning, and he said that people travel all over the globe and they don't get awakenings. Some of them do, but it's usually a rare situation, and if they get an awakening in that situation, it's, you know, it's a great situation, but it's something that only you can give yourself. It's not something that someone can come along and say, right, I'm going to miraculously heal your chakras, I can heal you. These people that are saying that to you are not awake, they're not enlightened, and basically, even if they could heal you, that won't work, because then you're going to think to yourself that you're not enough. And I know that it's not my place, and it's not true for me to say that I can heal you, because only you can do that. And it's got to be you, because then when you heal yourself, you're like, oh my God, I'm good enough. And that is a very self-empowering thought and idea, to think that. To think that you're enough. And this is why it has to be on your own. And these energies, these different labels for it, and everything is life force. And the life force energies that people talk about are all within you. And they awaken themselves after you've went through a journey of lots of healing and ascension. And then you become deeper in your relaxation. And then as you're becoming deeper, something's opening up within your body. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the name would be. But as these something's opening up, your life force energies are awakening. And this energy can be very inspiring, you know. It can really be, it's an amazing thing. It can make you such a more creative person, you know. But I just want to do a talk, and you know, about these courses and things. It's not real. It's stupid, is it? You know, a lion doesn't do a course to be a lion. No, animals do courses, you know, but humans, not humans, it's really the system. The system likes courses because it makes people think that they need the courses and the system to do anything in life. And it's just stupid. And spirituality especially. Other things might work for courses, I'm not saying they don't, but spirituality and ascension, what does it mean to be spiritual? It means to be in alignment with your spiritual self. Spiritual isn't a way you behave. Spiritual is basically you're aligning with your spiritual nature. And that comes by being the truth. Right? It's not someone that's acting a certain way. It's basically alignment, and you're becoming your authentic self. That's what spiritual means. That's what your authentic self is. You've got like this authentic self, and that is the spiritual self. And that's all you have to do to start your awakening process. But that doesn't mean that you're going to get an awakening right now. It means that I've given you the information, but it's all to do with, you know, what I would say about myself in this path is I'm extremely dedicated. My mum lives with me every day, and she is a psychic herself, and many other things, and you know, and obviously you only know someone but when you live with them. And so when people live with you, they know what you're doing, and it's constant going within. I'm constantly in meditation. I am meditation, basically. And the reason is because the deepest reason is because we're going through a global spiritual awakening. And that's the whole point. It's not about, so it's, for me, it's Like the people that, for example, it's like there's two sections of spirituality: the people that do the courses and the people that are more, they've had spiritual awakenings. And the ones who haven't had the awakenings yet, they see it as a race. They'll say things like, "Oh, you're better than me. You think you know more." And for me, it's not about that, because I see everything as me. I think all is just the same consciousness experiencing itself from infinite nothingness. If you got nothingness once, everything, logic would suggest that everything has to come from nothing. That means all is the same infinity. Can't have two within infinity. That means everything's me. So I see all as oneness. All is one. So I see my duty is, I think this is a time where it's like there's a global spiritual awakening, and I've had this awakening to share the knowledge so that people can awaken themselves. But regarding the courses, I just wanted to do a talk on that, because there's a lot of, I think some of it is probably ignorance. And I think that the ones that I've seen other people on YouTube who have had spiritual awakenings talk about this, and the awakening, it's all within you. Everything's within. But you awaken just by acknowledging your heart space, start living by that heart intelligence, and then you'll start that awakening process. And as you're doing this process, you're living from your heart space, and you're becoming, as science talks about now, heart intelligence. Now, heart intelligence is because you're going within your heart space, and the heart is the doorway to your divinity. So you're now not thinking. Like I get very little thoughts. A lot of the time I'm just no thoughts. Mindfulness. That's what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is a state where you reach an ascension. It's actually a thing, mindfulness. After lots of ascension, you reach this state where there's hardly any thoughts or no thoughts, and you're just absolute love within your heart space. And so someone says to me yesterday that this person said to me that they never knew anyone that had no thoughts. Well, mindfulness is actually that. It's no thoughts. Because the reason the thoughts go away is because you've healed them. We were once, I've seen people talk about it, that we were supposed to be in a period of enlightenment, and then we started to get thoughts. And I think this was a perceptual takeover. I think that some demonic force did this. But I'm not going to talk about that just now. I want to talk about the awakening. The awakening is clearing this demonic force. And that's what's going on. And it's because you live in your heart space. And then you become feelings intelligence. And this intelligence, Nikola Tesla spoke about it. He said that the real intelligence came from God and was divine. And that is what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about not an intelligence that someone goes to university and repeats things and just repeats and aren't aware of what they're repeating and not even thinking about it. I'm talking about an awareness intelligence. And when you're going through the shift in your awareness and consciousness is expanding infinitely. Because you're now returned to your heart intelligence, which is your divinity, because your heart is the love area. And so that's what's happening now. People's perception of intelligence is systematic based, but the real intelligence is love. If you want to know intelligence, just start feeling more, thinking less, and feeling more, and then you will start to know things. You'll start to get epiphanies and clarities and insights into things, into deep subjects. This is what happened to me, this awakening, and always going on. It's like I don't think about it, then oh my God, it's there, and it's like it manifests from within the heart or something, and it's just like there. I'll see it, I'll get a vision of it, but there's no self-destructive thoughts now. The depression, that's how the depression faded away. But I just want to end it there, but I want to end it on a David Icke line. I just want to end it on here, that infinite love is the only truth, everything else is illusion. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Thank you.